since we got 2 people down for an unboxing. Okay. What we have here is a pop-up parade. Pop-up parade is it's a Good Smile brand, and it is Panty and Stocking. Both of them. Panty and Stocking is actually an old anime. I never checked it out until, was it like 2 years ago? I love how it was the anime is like the art style for anime. It's a different art style than like normal anime. Old, yeah, kinda. It kinda is. This is actually made by the same studio, I think Studio Trigger, right? The art style though is really cool. So the studio, the artists made a trip over here. They noticed like the cartoon styles of the day when they were here, which was Dexter's Laboratory, Powerpuff Girls. They really liked that style, so they decided to make an anime in that art style, which is really cool. So when you watch it, it kind of looks like you're watching like a, you know, one of those animes, Samurai Jack, or they sell these separately, but I wanted to get both because, you know, it's Panty and Stocking. You can't have just Panty or just Stocking, right? Here's the thing though, is that it has an art style, but it's definitely not for kids. There's a lot of adult crude stuff that happened. I did draw these characters. I drew them in 2003, and I redrew them last year. I just took that same drawing and redrew it. But they came with a new season because that's why I redrew it, because they came with a new season last year. Continuing the season because they only had one season, and then they moved on to other things. I will say that Studio Trigger is it's an offshoot company. Like so some of the artists left Gainax, which those who know who Gainax is. Gainax worked on Evangelion. This is their big one. They worked on some other ones, but some artists left and created Studio Trigger, and that's when they worked on Panty and Stocking, and then they went on to work on Kill la Kill. That's another one. They've actually worked on some Star Wars stuff too. Actually, there's some Star Wars. This one is Panty. And this one is Stocking.